Good Saturday morning to you from Eden Prairie Community Center. Another game here, Rink 1. We are on our home stand for a couple games. Tomorrow again here from Rink 1. So welcome Saturday morning hockey for breakfast as you sip your coffee in the comfort of your own home and watch our Eden Prairie Eagles take on the Panthers from Lakeville North, a rematch from the beginning of the season, game 1, where we came out victorious. I believe the score was 6-4 back in late or early November, I guess it would be. It was one of our first scrimmages. Eagles came away victorious on that one. I can't say that will be the outcome today. Lots happened between now and then. And this Lakeville North team coming in at 9-3. They've only had 3 losses so far this year. So I think we're in for a good matchup here this morning against the Eagles wearing white and the Lakeville North team wearing red. One player to look out for on the Lakeville North team, number 97, Keelan Detlefson. He is someone that we want to make sure that we are containing and not letting him get and run away with it a little bit. So we want to make sure that we are putting every effort into keeping him contained and taking him out of the game. So we are getting ready to roll. Warmies are over. And we're getting ready to get this one started. 13 minutes are on the clock. And the Eagles are getting ready to face off against the boys from Lakeville. Changed up the lines here a little bit today. We've got Sarazine joining the Berg line on left wing. And so we are dialing it in here for the Squirtacular coming up here in a couple of, in another week or two up at Blaine. So we're seeing how this works out. So as we are underway here, Rink 1, Eden Prairie now tries to bring it back up into the Lakeville zone. Shot by Berg, deflected wide right from the goalie. Attempted stuff, shot, and a score by Eden Prairie, and they got on the board first, 1-0. So as I'm starting to kind of wake up here, we already got a first goal early, 45 seconds into the first. And Eagles go up 1-0. All right, Strub at center. Eagles win the face-off. Back to Wenkus, over to Heller, over on the far side. Puck now finds its way down low. Oh, shot, centering pass out front. Can't connect with anybody. And now Lakeville back on action again. Crosses over the red line, blue line, brings it into the Eden Prairie zone. A little wrist shot from the top of the slot. Back to the point for Lakeville. Lakeville shoves it back down behind the Eden Prairie net. Unke picks it up along the near side. He's looking up ice. He's got Richards sitting up by the blue line. Richards shoves it forward a little bit more over to Kellen Strub. Puck comes back to center ice. Unke dumps it down behind the Lakeville zone or net. Heller now tries to pop it back to the top again. Over to Wenkus. Wenkus shoves it back down to Heller behind the net. Centering pass out front to Strub again. He's trying to slap at it. Puck is loose. Shot, score by Strub, and Eden Prairie now puts their second on the board. And Eden Prairie out of the gates early here in this one, leading by 2 in the first 2 minutes of the game. got Stubbs and Dahl. Now the puck comes over into the Eden Prairie zone again. Sarazine there as well. Just kind of a trickling puck into the slot, and Ace is there to put a glove on it. And we'll reset down on the near side Eden Prairie dot. Eagles win. Face off. Rink shoves it around to the far side up to Dahl. Dahl now brings it back up to the neutral zone. Tries to shove it a little bit further. And the puck goes out of play. Into the Lakeville bench. Puck off the faceoff now, finds its way down to the Eden Prairie net, or the Eden Prairie far side corner, now over to the near side corner. Rink bodies a man into the corner there, and puck back out to the top. Dahl now brings it over to the across the ice and dumps it down, and we get a shift change by the Eagles. Here comes Detlefson from Lakeville. Brings it over to the high slot, meets a bunch of Eagles there. Oh, puck comes loose, but it takes a funny bounce off the boards, and they get a shot off, and saved by Volk. And again, Lakeville gets a shift change. Unke picks it up from behind the net. He's pursued and forechecked by a couple Panthers. Now he finds Berg up top. They can't connect. Berg gets a deflection off of Lakeville. Now it's Berg and Richards driving to the net. Berg takes it down low behind the Lakeville net. Look out for the stuff. Centers it out in front. Shot. And saved by Lakeville. Now they bring it back up ice again. They can't connect with it. And Wenkus over to Rink. Rink looking up ice. He couldn't connect on the pass as he didn't follow it to his stick. Lakeville dumps it down. They get a shift change again. Heller from behind his own net over to Strube. Strube now looks up the ice. He gets intercepted at the top of the slot. Now puck goes back into the neutral zone. Detlefson takes it across ice, circles around, back to the near side D. D back up, looking for some options. Rink intercepts it. Detlefson back with it again. He brings it back into the Eden Prairie zone. He meets a couple Eagles again, gets a shot off, deflected off the pads. And Rink looks back up ice to Sarazine. Eagles force it back up into the neutral zone. Lakeville now tries to pass it over. And Sarazine there again to force it up ice. Now Sarazine tries to toe drag around. He can't. And we're going to get an offside on Eden Prairie. So we got off to a quick start, 2-0. It's settled down here a little bit. With 8:20 left, Eagles still lead by 2. Puck now back. Tried to get something going in front of the net, and they couldn't. Icing waved off. Unke picks it up from behind his own net. He's got Richards. Gets intercepted by Lakeville. Richards now able to claw it back. He was looking over for Dahl, just led him a little bit too far, couldn't connect on the tape. And now Lakeville tries to regain possession down over on their far side. Wenkus down to the top of the slot, tried to flick it off over to Richards. Richards wasn't quite ready for it. Back to the point. Unke now holds it, drops it back down behind the Lakeville net. Dahl there trying to center it out. Back to the top. Shot, score by Wenkus from the top. And Eden Prairie gets their third with 7:25 left to go in the first. Eagles came out prepared today. They were working on a bunch of one-on-ones last night in practice here, just about 12 hours ago. And we're right back at it again. Berg now feeds it back to Rink. Rink over to Christian. Christian brings it up himself into the Lakeville zone, gets a shot off, deflected wide left. Back over to Sarazine. Sarazine tries to slap at it. He can't. Now Rink over on the near side. Forces the guy into the boards. They maintain control. And now Berg able to pick it up off the scrum at the top of the slot. Detlefson picks it back up for Lakeville. He gets it pulled away by Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie now got some numbers. He goes right back and takes it right back away from him again. Cross-ice pass over to his buddy. Fires a shot high over the top of the net. Asa didn't know if he had it or not. Could have bounced back into the goal, I guess. Now Heller tries to pass over to Sarazine again. Rink picks it up. He dumps it down into the Lakeville zone. Lakeville quickly counters, brings it back into the Eden Prairie zone. Rink now again flicks it up to Richards on the near side. Richards tries to put it out to the middle to Strube. They get it intercepted by Lakeville, and now Lakeville brings it, tries to clear their zone. Back up to center ice. Unke there, stops the progress, curls back around, looks for Wenkus. Backhand over to Wenkus on the far side. Wenkus now looks back up ice again. Nice sauce pass over to Richards. Richards puts a move on into the high slot. They can't finish that play off, and now Lakeville back. Coming up on the neutral zone. Gets it back checked and poked away. Now Strube again brings it down to the far side circle of Lakeville. Unke drops it down into the zone. They were offsides on the far side. And we'll reset just north of the blue line nearest to us. 5:17 left. Eagles still ahead by 3. Off the draw, puck now finds its way down to the near side corner of Lakeville. Stubbs battles for it, back to the point. Rink holds it. Rink fires one in there, shot. Oh, bounce it off. It was not a whistle there. It looked like Lakeville goalie was covering it, and he didn't. Now Lakeville back up, looking across ice. Nice interception and deflection by Christian. Now interception by Rink. Rink decides to take it. He's got Dahl coming in. Center pass out to Dahl, and he can't connect. Rink again from behind the net. Lakeville now able to pop it loose and send it down ice. Icing waved off again. Rink back up to Sarazine. Sarazine to Stubbs. Stubbs now brings it on the near side. Stops at the hash marks, looks back, curls, loses the puck. Sarazine chases it into the far side corner. Sarazine under attack there as Lakeville is able to clear it out. Over to Christian again. Christian bangs it forward. Now Sarazine continues the effort. And Lakeville picks it up from behind their own net, curls around, looking up on the far side hash marks to clear the zone. Berg there to stuff him, block him. And Berg chases him into the corner. Lakeville now again back up. Tried to lead his player up the ice. He can't. Unke there to pick it up down on the near side corner. Takes it with some speed behind the back of the Eden Prairie net. Now over on the far side. Coming back at us again to the near side. Unke, remember, he's just like the Energizer Bunny. Keeps going and going. Berg now on the backhand. Centers it. Oh! And he almost had his compadre there over for a back door, and they couldn't connect. Eden Prairie now intercepts a pass, takes it down into the near side, far side corner again. Berg comes into support, back to the point, shot, oh, off the side of the net. Berg chases it over to the hash marks on the far side. Lakeville punches it out. Now they're looking to pop up ice again to the center. Unke there, holds it, dumps it back down to the Lakeville zone. Eden Prairie gets a couple new players on the ice, and they force it back up along the far side. Rink now again. Tries to bring it into the zone. He comes back, checks up on the offside. And now they just slap at it. Lakeville now comes away victorious on that one. And Lakeville able to dump it down into the Eden Prairie zone. They're going to get a hook as Lakeville's going to get a hooking penalty, and so Eden Prairie going to go on their first power play of the game with 2:03 left to go in the first. They've been pretty good so far in the last couple of games on the power play. See if we can add our fourth here as we close out the first period. Stubbs at center. Back to Christian at the point. Christian lines up, fires wide right. Back to Rink at the point. Rink cycles it back down low. Stubbs with the shot. Puck is loose in front. Oh, and a great opportunity there for the Eagles. And they just couldn't put a stick on that puck. Again, Richards now aggressive down to the top of the circle. Lakeville now gathers some speed around their net. They cross over center ice. They dump it down. Shot on Asa off his pads. And he dives for it for a stoppage of play at 1:28 left to go in the first. .55 seconds left to go on the Eagles power play here. Berg slaps it back to Wenkus. Wenkus over to the near side. Slings it all the way around. Sarazine able to pick it up. Now over to Berg. Berg just muscles through it, knocks a guy over. In the process, now Unke picks it up. Eagles have to regroup. Curls around closest to us. Now sends it down low again. 35 seconds left to go on the Eagles power play. Berg now over to Unke. Unke fires one in there, deflected off Detlefson's stick. And Lakeville doing a good job here on the penalty kill. Pass up to Sarazine. Sarazine just dumps it down back into the Lakeville zone again. We've got the one-man advantage, but we should be being aggressive. And that's it. Lakeville all clear on the penalty. Asa slaps it away, 27 seconds left in the first. Now Leo pries it away with the ghost stick. Dangles a little bit over on the near side, tries to center it out front. He gets the effort blocked away. Rink off the bench, fires a shot in there, wide left off the pipe. 6 seconds left in the first. Shot again and deflected in the slot, and that's going to do it for the end of one. The Eagles get 3. And we end the first. Eagles 3, Panthers from Lakeville 0. Any big plans for today? Auto show is going on. I think it's the last weekend for the auto show, so if you're in the mood to buy a new car or sit in some new cars or just get that dose of new car smell, go down to the convention center. Check out the new cars. I have no skin in the game on that one. I just couldn't think of anything else to say, and that came to the top of my head, so I'm not trying to sell you a car. What else? What else is going on? Tonight, good game over at Braemar. Edina takes on Minnetonka. Should be a good varsity game there. I think 7 o'clock puck drop. So if you're looking for something to do and you don't want to cheer for anybody specifically, clearly you wouldn't cheer for any of those teams. You just want to sit, chew on some popcorn over at Braemar. Probably going to be a good game there. Hornets lost to St. Michael this past Tuesday. That was a big shock. So, I don't know. I'm sure the Hornets will be back in focus again as they take on the Skippers. All right, now Lakeville moving right to left. Eagles moving left to right here as we start the second. And Detlefson gets it popped away by Strube here. He gets pulled over to the far side hash marks in the Lakeville zone. Back to the point again. Rink is there, over to Christian. Christian under some pressure. Oh, puck finds its way into the slot, and nobody can get a shot off. And now the puck now winds up back out to center ice. Rink calls for it. Now nice pass over to Strube. Strube does a little bit of a hurdling act. Rink now pinches in, fires a shot off right into the gut of the Lakeville goalie. And now Lakeville now marches back up ice again. Crosses over to red line, looking for an attempt into the blue line, and Detlefson there a little bit early over the blue, and an offside on Lakeville. Lakeville slaps at it near side, over to the hash marks, deflects down behind the Eden Prairie net. Wink is there to pick it up, shoves it over. Stubbs now tries to pick it up along the top of the circle near the boards, and Eden Prairie sends it down ice for an icing. And we will retreat. Back down to the far side dot in the Eden Prairie zone. Eagles come away victorious. Unke picks it up, gets it quickly poked away. Shot, ooh, wide right. Great opportunity there for Lakeville. Another shot off Asa's pads. Another shot saved by Asa. Lakeville getting some shot opportunities here early in the second. And now Eagles again just send it slinging down. Icing waved off as Eden Prairie gets a new set of players out on the ice. Lakeville brings it back up. Detlefson picks it up at the red line, tries to bring it into the Eden Prairie zone. They can't. Berg now sends it over to Rink. Rink tries to send it up ice. Richards there to pick it back up. Lakeville sends it flying. Ooh, look out there. A little misconfusion as Asa had the puck and then he uncovered it. Detlefson there was ready for it. Rink now backhands it, weak backhand up to Berg. Berg now sends it down low again, and we're going to get offside on Eagles. Eagles looking a little bit disoriented here, going left to right. Berg dumps it. Lakeville picks it up from behind their net. Sends it low. Rink now doing a tour. Sends it out to the high slot. Berg there for it. Puts a backhand on it, wide or left. Back to the point again. Rink back in his normally scheduled position. Deflecting shot off a couple of players, deflected over to the near side half wall. Now Rink over to the far side, can't cover it up. And Dylan is there for an ice. He's there to recover it, just in case. Panthers come away victorious off the draw. They find a guy up on the near side. Oh, he had it, and then he just looked at the net, took his eye off the puck, and the puck just said, "See you later, I'm going away." Now he curls from behind the net, gets it popped away by Strube. Strube banks it up to Heller. Heller now brings it up across the red line, and he's able to get it down behind the net. Now chases it over to the near side corner on the Lakeville zone. Back to Strube at the hash marks. Heller now slaps at it. Sarazine on the pursuit. And Lakeville just puts a glove on the puck. Wenkus back to the point. Already got one from tonight, right off the inside forearm of Lakeville. Richards now from down low, behind the goal line. Lakeville now brings it back up ice. Sends it over to the near side. They go off sides on the pass. Detlefson picks it up, sends it back out to the point again. Deflection shot, score by Lakeville. Dahl off the face-off, picks it up, drops it down into the Lakeville zone. Can they come back now? Wenkus now picks it up. Ooh, that's a slippery spot right there. That's where the Lakeville guy lost the puck too. Now puck back out to center. Goes high slot, shot, look out for the rebound. Detlefson picks it up over on the near side. He fights it off, slings it now along round to the far side. Lakeville there, able to hold it. And now Unke picks it up. He tries to squeeze his way through over on the far side. He can't. Puck comes back to Wenkus. Wenkus now looking up ice again. He tries to squeak it through there too. Unke goes down. Shot saved by Asa. After a little battle in the corner, puck back out to center ice. And the Eagles dump it down low. Berg on the chase from behind the net. Berg back to the point to Rink. Rink takes too long to get rid of the puck. Deflected back to Berg again on the hash marks. Rink unable to hold it. He gets beat again, and now it's 2-on-1. Lakeville has the numbers. They fire it off the stick of Asa. Asa deflects it wide. Sarazine shot off the pads. A big rebound there. Rink now able to backhand it, keep it alive, and hold it into the Eden Prairie zone, or to the Lakeville zone. Berg down to the corner. Eden Prairie now comes back with it again. Out to the slot. Oh, Sarazine can't get a shot off. So he was dusting too much. Back over to the far side. Rink now back down low. Back out to the slot again. And Lakeville intercepts. They dump it down, get a shift change. Dillon now sends it back up ice, intercepted by Lakeville. Lakeville now pursues Charlie. Charlie curls back around again, fires it back up ice. He finds Heller, looking for Heller anyways. And now Lakeville picks it up, back in their zone. Nice pressure by Heller. Heller sends it out, nobody there to answer the call. And now cross-ice pass back to Lakeville again as they bring it back down into the Eden Prairie zone. Unke pushes him wide into the far side corner. Good effort by Dean. Now up to Richards. Richards looking for Heller again. He gets that blocked away. Strube there just sneaks in down low. He takes it into the slot, and he's met by a sea of red. They get it poked away by Detlefson. Now Detlefson on the march. Brings it into the Eden Prairie zone. He's got a lane, fires it over the top of the net. Over to the far side. Wenkus now picks it up on the near side. Shoves it back up to Dahl. Dahl looking cross ice over to Sarrazine. They can't connect.
Puck
Puck takes an interesting bounce off the boards, and Asa's there to put a glove on it just to assure that there are no mistakes happening there. Eden Prairie wins the face-off. Dahl brings it down low, slings it across the far side to Sarrazine. Sarrazine tries to pop it back out to the point. Can't get enough on it. Wenkus there to regroup. Dahl sends it back down low again. Eden Prairie looking a little tired here midway through the second. Dahl turns around, sends a puck right into the boot of Decker Stubbs. Oh, centered out front. Dahl can't put a stick, and now we will get an ice with 4:02 left. Rink picks it up at the point. Drops it back down low behind the goal line. Eden Prairie there trying to find a centering pass. Back behind the net again. Oh, back to the slot. They send it and nobody's there. Rink can't catch up to it. Now it's a foot race. Asa sees the ensuing charge and winds up just covering it up. Rink tries to put some pressure over in the far side corner. Puck now back out to the high slot. Eden Prairie picks it up. They send it over to Berg. Now Berg picks up the charge, takes it down low on the near side. Coming around the net, shot, score! Oh, look at that. Beautiful stuff by Leo with that long stick. And you can see him just accelerate right around the net. Drops it in before the goalie can even get his skate over there. Eden Prairie regains that goal for a 4-1 lead late in the second period. Detlefson off the face-off, fires one in there, rocket off of Asa's left arm. Now Detlefson looking out front. He tries to center and pulls it away again. Curls back over onto the near side. Back out to the high slot. And Lakeville gets coordinated over just south of the blue line. Puck finally comes loose. Wenkus picks it up. Over on the far corner, banks it back over to Sarazine. Sarazine's got Heller way out here. Oh, but he tries to send it through about 4 Lakeville North players. And we're going to get a trip on that. They're going to call a trip. I saw just stick-to-stick contact there. And Unke's going to find his way to penalty box. And Eden Prairie's going to go on their first penalty kill of the game with 2:17 left to go in the second. Eden Prairie tries to center it. Center pass, a lot going on in front of the net there. Rink's able to bat it away. Now Rink, he tried to send it up ice, bounces off a window pane in the glass, and they keep it alive. Dillon now able to grab it in the slot. Now he brings it all the way back up ice again. He's loose. Oh, shot, score. What a great short-handed goal. Backhanded pass to Berg. Berg was right there with him, and the Eagles on the shorthand add another. Great play by Dillon and Leo. Just grinding it out there. Taking it all the way up ice. Rink over to Dahl. Lakeville picks it back up. Eagles still on a penalty kill here, even though they got one, right? Dillon there, able to pry it up ice. Rink now wins the race between he and Detlefson. Rink now takes it back down. He's got Stubbs sitting out in front. Passes it, centers it to Stubbs. Not able to connect. Rink now back up ice again. Finds Sarazine. Sarazine fires one off. Over the top. Oh, it almost went in. Almost went in. Over the head of the Lakeville goalie, and Eden Prairie almost grabbed another one shorthanded. Penalty is now over. Eagles back to full strength again. And so they go +1 on the penalty kill. Pass back to Christian. Christian sends one flying. And Lakeville able to pop it loose and send it back down ice. Dillon picks it up. Backhands over to Rink. Rink up to Sarazine. Sarazine looking all the way over to Heller. They can't connect on that. Detlefson now back for Lakeville. He gets ridden off the puck by Dillon. Oh, and we just center it right out. Pizza out front. High, and that's it. End of 2. Eagles add 2, extend their lead to 4. As we head into the penultimate period here, number 3 at Eden Prairie Community Center. We'll be done here pretty quickly, able to go to breakfast maybe after this. But we got the whole day ahead of us. After this. All right, so Eagles maybe looking a little sloppy there in the second. They weren't totally sharp. Had some good plays by Dylan and Leo there, centered out, centering pass, working well together. So we don't have a countdown clock on the intermission here. Clock is just saying 17 minutes. So we got to fix that here before we get going because we only have 13. So we have 17 minutes on the clock. They started counting down from there. I'm not sure what that's all about. We'll roll with it though. We get a little extra bonus time maybe here on a Saturday morning. All right, Eagles now back going right to left again. Wenkus, nice crisp pass up to Leo. Leo leads Crosby Richards a little far. Puck trickles down low behind the net in the Lakeville zone. Leo picks it up at center ice. He looks over to Richards. Richards tries to pick it up. He gets it popped away. He's under pressure. Leo comes back into support along the near side wall. He backhands it out. Center in front of the net. Puck is loose. And it pops out over on the far side. Hash marks. And Lakeville now sends it slinging down behind the Eden Prairie net. Rink picks it up, looking up ice. He had Stubbs in his sights. It was intercepted by a Lakeville North player. Dahl now picks it up. Oh, he tries to pass over to Sarazine. Fans on the pass. Stubbs there to offer support. Dylan there with a little poke. And he's there to intercept at the red line. Dylan now brings it down low behind the net. Still got control of it. Brings it out. Still under pressure. Curls back around. Drops it low again. Sarazine picks it up from behind the Lakeville net. Back out to the dot. Dahl with the shot. Wide right. Now Detlefson picks it up for Lakeville along the near side. Tried to send cross-ice pass. Went off the body. Rink now slaps it back up along the near side. Detlefson picks it up from Lakeville. And his progress is waylaid by Decker Stubbs, who now brings it along the far side past the Lakeville bench. He gets ridden off the puck. Eden Prairie gets a shift change. Heller there, nice pressure by Heller. Sarazine picks it up, brings it down behind the net. Center pass out front. Oh, come on, get it, get it, get it. And Heller goes down behind. No, that's not Heller. Now we got an injured Eden Prairie player on the ice. That looks like Sarazine down. Evan there to Put a nice hand on his back. How you doing, buddy? Are you okay? Evan with the magic touch. Brings Tristan to his feet. Says, I'll give you a Snickers bar if you get up. Chirps at the ref a little bit. You know, the obligatory chirp. And so we have running time on the clock. So I don't know what was discussed there during the intermission. And how we wound up with a little bit more time, but whatever, we'll take it. Shot, woo, over the top of the net. Asa there deflects it up high. Puck now back out near side. Heller tried to grab onto it, a little bit out of his reach. Unke tries it again. Oh, and Heller there missed the puck. They bring it down Lakeville into their or behind their net. Eden Prairie able to hold. Unke now from the near side circle in his own zone. Sends it back up to Heller. Heller now. Ooh, tried to backhand it back off sides. I don't know. That was interesting. Now Lakeville there able to try to regain control. Shot by Detlefson. Face mask save. Here comes another shot wide left. Rink now looks up ice, cross ice. Two Eden Prairie Eagles had a chance to capture that pass, and neither one of them succeeded on that effort. Now Lakeville again tries to bring it back up ice into the Eden Prairie zone, waiting for everybody to get on sides. Detlefson now on the pursuit. Brings it in Eden Prairie zone. He gets behind both D's. And Richards there able to bring it back up ice again. Strube now in the high slot sends one fluttering wide right. Back to the point. Shot by Dillon off the knees of a Lakeville player. Now Rink gets beat by Detlefson. Oh, and Leo able to prevent a goal. Shot again, side of the net. Rink now picks it up, tries to send it back up ice again. Can't. Soft passes over on the boards. They can't clear the zone. Dillon and Detlefson over there just kind of playing catch with each other. And now centered pass. Can't be connected with anybody. Lakeville forced to regroup. They go D to D, back to D again. Heller now. He's got a lane, fires one in there, gets blocked and plinkoed off about three different players. Lakeville now on the drive again. Cross ice up to Detlefson. Wenkus picks him up, fired shot, score. Detlefson from Lakeville. And Lakeville gets their second of the game, cuts the lead to 3. As our defense looks tired out there. Stubbs now on the draw, on the faceoff. Lakeville now picks it back up. They send it behind the net. Unke there picks it up along the far side, slings it up to the hash marks. Eden Prairie looking for some options. Crosses over to the near side. Heller there to pick it up. Back over to Wenkus. Wenkus curls around along the far side dot, gets taken down, and Lakeville able to pick it back up. Back up to Unke. Unke, a little bit beyond the blue line, can't hold on to it. Curls around, looks back up ice again. Wenkus now behind his own net, fires it up along the far side hash marks. They try to bring it back up a little bit further. Stubbs now just muscles his way up. And the puck is really finding itself to be pretty elusive to any control by either team right now with 8:05 left to go in the third. Stubbs over on the far side, top of the circle. Strube at the dot. He's looking down at the puck, trying to make sure everything's going correctly. And he just flicks it out of play into the stands as Eden Prairie looking like they need to figure out how to pass the puck again, as puck movement is pretty much stalled here. Rink fires one in there off the hip of a Panther. Now back up ice again. Over to the near side. Rink takes a guy down. Sends it back up to Berg. Berg now muscles after it. Puck over to the far side. They bank it off the boards. Dillon there to retrieve the puck. He's under pressure. Now Dillon flicks it up over to Strube along the hash marks. Strube now decides to skate with it. Bank it over to the far side, over to Berg. Puck back to Charlie. Charlie over to Kellen Strube at center ice. Detlefsen again, burned Rink once a couple minutes ago. He takes it down into the far side corner, under pursuit. Now deflecting shot from the point. And puck over to the far side, circle again. Strube picks it up. He tries to skate it up ice, gets it poked away, shot again over the top of the net. Eden Prairie again looking flat on their feet. Now Rink just sends the puck out. And we're going to get an ice on Eden Prairie as Eden Prairie gets a shift change here with 5:32 left, still leading by 3. Lakeville able to hold off the face-off. Shot skirted through the crease, wide right. Now from behind their net, centered pass. And Eagles there able for the interception. Heller's pass, or Sarazin's pass. Not enough on it. And we're giving Lakeville a lot of opportunity here to find an opening as everything looks a little bit subdued on the EP side, up 5-2. Stubbs with the puck from behind his own net, picks up some speed. Gets it popped away again. Wenkus there. Now he sends it up the far side. Still can't clear it out. And now he tries the other way. Still gets it poked away again. Sarazin now tries to clear. Lakeville still able to hold it. Try it again. Finally, Eden Prairie able to clear it out. And now off a shift change, Detlefson able to bring it back up ice again. He meets Charlie flat-footed there as he goes right around him like a cone. And now Eden Prairie again deciding to skate it up the ice. Pass over to Heller. Heller's in the Lakeville zone before the puck. Offside, 3:19 left to go. Back to Rink. Rink just fires one in there, down low, and then Lakeville zone. Heller there on the pursuit. Rink holds it. And he just sends it back down around the far side. Dillon there with a shot, backhand. Puck is still loose. Oh, and it goes right behind the goalie. The Eagles had a great opportunity there. Detlefson on the march. Rink there pops it away. Rink now sends it back up into the neutral zone. Lakeville picks it up. Now they drop it back. Rink backhand over to Christian. Christian back up to Berg. Berg loses the stick. He's looking for a penalty. There it is. And so with 2:10, Eagles will go on their second power play. With 1:55 left. Lakeville looking for some options to get back up ice again. Unke back in his own zone over to Winkus. Winkus finds Richards at center ice. Now Unke picks up the deflected puck. He loses it as he enters the zone, and now Lakeville sends it down to the Eden Prairie zone. Puck spinning like a top, doesn't make it all the way past the goal line. 1:10 left to go in the third. .53 seconds, under a minute left to go in the game. Lakeville slings it around the far side. Winkus, with all he's got, is able to keep it alive. Slings it back down low to Dahl. Dahl pops it back out to Unke. Unke fires one in there, deflected by Lakeville. 35 seconds left to go. I think everybody's resigned themselves to the fact that Eden Prairie is going to win this one here by 3, as the pace is pretty much slowed to a crawl. Unke now fires one in there right off the shins of a Lakeville player. Now Winkus tries to center it. He's still doing a little twirly twirl behind the net. And Lakeville able to clear it out. 4 seconds left. That's going to do it for the game. Eagles victorious. And they come away with a victory against Lakeville North, 5-2 here on a Saturday morning here at Eden Prairie Center. Good play by the Eagles. They did enough. They got out to that early lead, and Lakeville couldn't climb back. So that'll do it. Eagles victorious here at Eden Prairie Center, 5-2. Back here again tomorrow against Shakopee. So Eagles looking to go 2-0 here this weekend. So until tomorrow, we'll see you back here. Enjoy your Saturday, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a good day.